August 9th, 2018, YG's biggest success worldwide and in Korea was born, Blackpink. Blackpink debuted with the songs Whistle and Boombaya. These two tracks were very popular, making their debut extremely successful. They were a very anticipated group as this was YG's first girl group in 7 years. From the start, Blackpink was a very successful girl group and was on their way to a bright future. Square 2. On November 1st, 2016, Blackpink then released their second single album with the title tracks Playing with Fire and Stay. Playing with Fire in particular was a very popular song and did take off really well, and the performances did gain a lot of attention. Blackpink had once again proved themselves and established themselves in the industry. As If It's Your Last. On June 22nd, 2017, Blackpink released their first digital single, As If It's Your Last. Just like the last two releases, this song was very popular. It seems like with each release, they were gaining more and more success and more of a fan base and pulling in large amounts of fans. Square Up. On June 15th, 2018, Blackpink released Do 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 Do. Blackpink was already a very successful group and well known to K-pop fans and the Korean public, but as soon as Do 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 came out, this completely changed everything. This song completely blew up and was being talked about everywhere. Thanks to the high-budget music video, a lot of people became very interested when it was recommended to them on YouTube. This song also broke them out into the Western public and they began to start promoting there too as well. Things were looking good for Blackpink as they had reached a whole new level of success and popularity for girl groups in K-pop.
YG's biggest mistake.
After all the success Blackpink had with Do 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 Do, no one knew what was coming next. Literally nothing. Blinks and Blackpink would just sit in their houses doing nothing but wait for music. YG had completely thrown them in the dungeon. Their first break was from June 22nd, 2017 with the release As If It's Your Last to June 15th with Do 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 Do. Other than Jennie's solo in November of 2018, that was the only music we got. One song from Jennie. Which sometimes groups do go on a break for a year or half of a year, close to a year, and that's okay, it usually happens once or twice, but this eventually became Blackpink's whole career.
Kill This Love.
Blackpink finally made their comeback on April 5th, 2019 with Kill This Love. We're excited to have another comeback after almost a year without any music. But after Kill This Love, it was 2018 all over again. From June 15, 2018 with the release of Do 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 to April 5th, 2019, there was no Blackpink comeback. We got one comeback with an EP and a little bit of interviews and some YouTube content here and there, but that was it. Blackpink was once again jobless.
How You Like That.
On June 26, 2020, Blackpink was finally back. Almost another year had gone by before they made their comeback with How You Like That. Blackpink continued to prove that no matter how long time had gone by, their music was always successful. The album. Thankfully, 5 years after debut, Blackpink was getting their first full album. After 5 years, Blackpink had a total of 25 songs. Blackpink was very clearly far behind in terms of their discography when looking at other groups that had debuted at the same time or after Blackpink. For example, aespa had debuted a month after Blackpink, and they have had 2 comebacks as well as a promotional cover of SES's song Dreams Come True. And Hyben had debuted a month after Blackpink, and they have had 3 comebacks since then. These rookie groups have had 3 and 2 comebacks since Blackpink's last comeback. The album was a gift to fans, and more than we could ever ask for after 4 years of no full albums. The album was very successful and did chart very well. Conclusion of YG's biggest mistake. I always say that Blackpink was YG's biggest mistake. Obviously not them creating the group or debuting them, but how they treated their career. After 5 years in New Zealand, Jennie moved to Korea and had trained a total of 5 years and 11 months. Lisa left her home and family in Thailand to move to Korea and trained a total of 5 years and 3 months. Jisoo had trained a total of 5 years. Rosé had moved from her home and her family in Australia to train for 5 years and 2 months. These girls all spent years working towards their debut, and their debut was very successful. They had finally achieved their dreams, and they had built a steady and strong fandom. Their career started out really well with them having double title tracks as their debut, as well as having their comeback only 3 months later with another set of double title tracks. only to start having one song a year. Now Blackpink has a total of 25 songs in their 5-year career. Blackpink has things outside of their regular Instagram posts. It's usually just photo shoots and ads. One thing I will never understand is why YG would waste so much time on such a successful group. We all know how far BTS got thanks to their regular releases, and they were able to create one of the biggest and strongest fandoms and have countless albums and regular content and promotions, while YG has Blackpink literally in their dungeon. YG will once in a while post some new versions of Lisa's photo shoot for money instead of giving the group an actual comeback. At this point, as a Blink, I'm tired. Getting any OT4 lives or even solo lives for that matter, regular YouTube content other than just random posts from Jennie, Lisa, and Rosé, tired of barely getting any OT4 content in general. Even just selfies are rare to see of them together, not regular vlogs or performances. Last year, as a group, Blackpink performed a total of 2 performances, excluding the show. YG is not treating them as a proper K-pop group at all. It took 2 years for Rosé to finally make her debut, and when she did, she had 2 songs. Pink can only do so much with what they're given from YG. This will always be YG's biggest mistake.